Hi, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Divorce. Fairway Divorce Solutions has been changing the way divorce happens since 2006. But we can only do that because of our amazing franchise partners across this country. And today you get to meet Colette Fortin, who is the owner of the Kitchener-Waterloo office. Her and her team have been serving Southern Ontario for almost a decade and have brought resolution to hundreds of families in a positive, fair way. She was also recently recognized in 2017 by the Chamber of Commerce when her and her team were awarded the prestigious Small Business Award. Today, you get to meet Colette.
So over the course of the 8 years, we have helped 400 families navigate the waters of separation. And when we think about more than half of those families have children, we've actually been able to save children from the devastating effects of separation and divorce and high conflict divorces. Gratitude and relief. Those are the two words that we hear the most often. I think people are essentially very grateful for the support, the help, the empathy, the resolution that they've achieved, that they have a plan that they can both feel good about, and also the relief that they didn't have to go to court, they didn't have to litigate, and that they've been able to work through a solution that works for them. I think one of the fundamental things that's broken about the traditional system is the structure or the lack of structure. And I think that when you put two people who are highly emotional, because let's face it, the beginning of a separation, it's raw, you're hurt, you're angry, you're scared, and you put that situation in a legal system that doesn't always require it to be a legal structure, then it's a recipe for disaster. And it's not effective. It takes a long time to work through those details. And there's a fundamental lack of compassion and empathy and coaching as people go through. There are multiple ways to move through the resolution that's going to work for your family. So you've got to have the right structure and the right person in place to help guide you through the decisions that you and your spouse have to make as you move forward. Well, listen, we know that people are bombarded with information nowadays. It's human nature to start to research on the internet. What does this mean for me? Nobody ever expects this to happen. Put your life in a bottle and shake it, and that's what it probably feels like. And so we want you to come in and meet with us so that we can start to educate you and explain, well, what does separation mean? How does it work? What is the process? So that you can start to gain back some control over your life. For many people, we know one of the two parties has not chosen to be here, and we know that. But it doesn't mean that you lose full control over what the future is going to look like. And so we want to meet with you both so that we can start to explain that and educate you so that you can move through the process with dignity and grace and protect your family relationships as you navigate the changes ahead.